Hi, this is a recorded lecture for the IB DP Design Technology Topic A2.2.1. This is Design in Theory, SL Content, and we're focused on fidelity sketching today. So we need to know that there are two techniques used in iterative design and development. We're looking at low fidelity and high fidelity, and you must be able to explain the advantages and disadvantages of using low fidelity and high fidelity prototyping within a design process. So first things first, low fidelity prototypes are a simplified physical or virtual prototype typically created to test a few aspects of design ideas and provide feedback for further design development in the early stages of a design process. Now I'm showing you some low fidelity sketches, but you could also have low fidelity physical prototypes. So this might be a cardboard prototype, or you might have something that is a low fidelity virtual prototype. For instance, a surface model on Fusion 360 that has no internal data. So the advantages of using low fidelity in the design process is, of course, speed and cost effectiveness. It's very fast and cheap to build, allowing for quick concept testing and exploring many ideas. It encourages honest feedback. Unpolished looks reduce pressure, making users comfortable pointing out flaws without feeling critical of a finished design. There's a lot of flexibility in the iteration. It's easier to modify and discard, so this enables rapid changes and experimentation. You might get better collaboration. It's simple to create, fostering shared ownership. But disadvantages could include lack of detail. You can't convey that final look and feel or complex interactions. So it requires imagination from testers. You might get misleading results from users when they're giving you feedback. So users might misunderstand the vision or might focus on the wrong things due to abstraction. You might have limited testing, so it's not suitable for testing visual appeal, design specifications, or complex advanced functionality. It can also be too abstract, so you may oversimplify complex ideas, leading to gaps in understanding for stakeholders. Now, remember, the point of any sort of prototype is that you are exploring ideas, you're communicating your ideas, you're seeking feedback so that you can make the idea better. And that's what we're doing with low fidelity prototypes. And these advantages are some of the ones that you're going to want to talk about whenever you see a question about low fidelity prototypes, particularly the speed and cost effectiveness. That feedback is really important. And then being able to make changes and iterate the product. Now, a high fidelity prototype is a physical or virtual prototype of a design concept that is highly functional and interactive. A high fidelity prototype is as functional and aesthetically similar to the final product as possible and typically at full scale. So I know this is a sketch again, but this is a much more high fidelity sketch. You can get a better sense of how this tea kettle works. You can understand that there's some sort of functionality here. So it's more functional than a low fidelity sketch. And of course, you could have high fidelity prototypes that are physical and also virtual models. So for instance, in Fusion 360, this is where you're going to have those solid models that show the interior parts of your product. What are some advantages and disadvantages of high fidelity in the design process? It's really the opposite of what we saw earlier. So all of the disadvantages of low fidelity are really the advantages of high fidelity, and then the opposite is true, that the advantages of low fidelity are the disadvantages of high fidelity. So the advantages really are you have a realistic user experience. So it mimics the final product closely, allowing users to interact with rich, complex flows and visuals. You get accurate feedback, so test specific design decisions, the look, the feel, the micro interactions more effectively, leading to precise usability insights. You'll get better stakeholder buy-in, so polished visuals help secure approval or convey the vision clearly to clients and leadership. You can test visuals and functionality, validate the complete look and feel and functionality within the final design context. But of course, the disadvantages is they're expensive and they take a long time. There's a risk of bias. Users may mistake it for the final product, focusing on aesthetics like color rather than the core usability or getting attached to features. They may resist change. Designers and teams may resist making significant changes due to the high investment that they've put into a high fidelity prototype, and you'll have slower iterations. The efforts involved slows down the rapid early stage concept testing of other iterative design cycles, particularly with low fidelity models. This is a great video that shows you how to do high and low fidelity sketching, and so I would really recommend that you watch this. Thank you for watching.